I'm suffering so much.
Did you fill in a worksheet?
Yeah.
What's the situation?
It's my mother.
Okay, so sweetheart, let's meet your mother, which is not going to happen. We're going to meet her mother's daughter. So sweetheart, read what you've written. What is the situation with your mother?
I'm angry with Jane because she shamed me and questioned my judgment and basically told me I was wrong.
Okay, so Jane shamed you. What is the situation? Where are you in that moment she shamed you?
I'm at home. I'm on the phone with her.
Okay, so she shamed you. Is that true?
Yes.
She shamed you. Can you absolutely know that it's true that she shamed you?
Yes.
And how do you react on that phone call? How do you react? What happens when you think that thought?
I feel terrible, awful, helpless, hopeless, angry, furious, enraged.
Now, on the phone with your mother, who would you be without this thought? She shamed me, as you listened to her.
I could just be free.
Yeah, so what was she saying?
I had appendicitis a month ago,
Uh-huh.
and I had surgery, and I was recovering, and I told my mother that it turned out that I'd had 3 previous episodes of this same pain, but I didn't know that it was appendicitis at the time. And she said, basically, it could have perforated. You could have died.
Okay, so say that to me.
What were you thinking?
So say that to me. Mother, you know, I had this as I look back like 3 times even before this. And then your mother says,
Well, you could have died.
you know, it's true. My gosh, you know, we think so alike. And I hear you say it could have perforated. You know, it could have. Aren't we lucky to be talking like this on the phone? Feel so connected to you.
I told her,
You know what I
said,
love about you? You never shame me.
You haven't met my mother. She's a therapist, by the way. That is the coup. Yeah, that's the cream of on the cake.
She
Nice
shamed me. Turn it around.
I can say it. I shamed me. But
Yes, in
I'm
that
not
moment, where did you shame you? In that moment, when she said it could have perforated, it could have killed you, where did you shame you in that moment? She was telling the truth, one that you agree with. So something was off. Where was it you shamed you?
I don't know.
There's an example in there.
She just said what I was already afraid of, and so I shamed myself because I didn't allow myself to feel how terrified I was. So she just said what I was already thinking. And I had already blamed myself. I mean, I'm an effing doctor.
So there's
known.
So there's another one. Shame you, shame you, shame you.
Yeah.
So you just popped out with all these examples.
Yeah. And I was pissed that she was pointing out all this stuff that I'd already beat myself up for.
So who shamed you?
Me.
So you wrote a worksheet on your son?
Yes.
Would you like to do the work?
Sure.
Okay, step into my parlor. Okay, sweetheart, what did you write?
I am frustrated with Michael because he's acting so self-centered and wasn't raised that way.
So Michael is self-centered. Is that true?
Yes.
He's self-centered.
Yes.
Can you absolutely know that it's true? He's self-centered.
Yes.
Now, notice how you react. What happens when you believe the thought, Michael is self-centered?
I get frustrated. The knot in the stomach. And
Yeah. So close your eyes. You see that situation?
Mm-hmm.
Knot in your stomach. You're frustrated. Now notice how you treat Michael. Notice how you react when you believe the thought he's self-centered.
I'm on the phone with him because we're long distance. I'm pacing and really agitated
And how do you let him know?
by arguing.
Now you're on the phone. You see it.
Mm-hmm.
Now who would you be without the thought in that situation? Without the thought he's self-centered.
Just be seeing the reality.
Yeah. Here's the reality. Everyone wants to know what their son really thinks. Well, he's telling you. So let's turn it around. What is the opposite of self-centered?
Generous and grateful.
My son is generous and grateful. Tell me in that that I know mine, boy. It really. Let's open it up just a moment. In that situation, give me an example where he's generous and grateful.
Everything he wants to do is for his daughters, even though he's not doing it.
That's one.
He wants to do it for his daughters.
I have another one. Would you like to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
He is telling you what he needs, what he wants. He's telling you, he's spilling his guts out to you. That's generous. Some sons won't even speak to their mothers. My son is self-centered. Can you find another turnaround?
I'm self-centered?
Yes.
I wasn't thinking that.
Well, give me an example of where you were completely self-centered on that call.
I was self-centered because I wanted him to appreciate what his dad and I have done for him.
Well, that would certainly be one. Give me another example.
I was self-centered because I believed my choices for him were better.
Yeah. Give me another one.
I only gave you one for him. How about one? Okay, I was self-centered because...
Here's why.
Okay.
When you were being self-centered, that was the pain you were feeling. That's where it came from, and you're blaming your son for that. My self-centeredness hurt me. His self-centeredness cannot hurt me. You know, you don't want him to be self-centered. So why do you want it for yourself? You want to spare him that, so he can have a good life. We'll spare you that.
Yeah.
And we're teaching our children not to be self-centered and let's don't talk about me. The work works when you sit as meditation in all 4 questions, the turnarounds and examples. It will shift the way you experience your son completely. And that's the end of your suffering.
Good.
And then he's on his own. It's every man for himself. But as you live without self-centeredness, they catch on very quickly. They learn from example, just like we did.
Okay. It's hard. It's hard.
It's harder not to.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Living as a self-centered human being and blind to it, that's a painful existence.